On Tuesdays, we wear pink and we talk business news in partnership with our friends at the Milwaukee Business Journal. Is that Tuesdays when they wore pink? I don't remember anymore, girls.
Okay, well, we have editor-in-chief Mark Kass with us live.
That's the weirdest intro I've ever had, Steve. Thanks for that. I like that.
Anytime, Mark.
And no one's wearing pink. All right, so, okay, let's talk business here. So there's a new movie theater planned for Bayshore. And that's in Glendale. I remember the days of the iPick, just rolling strikes down left and right with the bowling alley there. And now there's no theater or anything. So they're talking about bringing back a movie theater?
Right. You probably had a 300, I'm sure, Susan. I'm sure that you bowled that. But
so good.
No, I mean, kind of an unusual move here to really have the theater come back. But really what's going on here is they're really trying to make this, again, the live, work, and play. They've added apartments. So there's really a lot of apartments there now that weren't there before. They've kind of adjusted the retail. They've added the wine store. They've added the restaurants. Again, places that you can play a lot. And then, working with the offices there. So here's another amenity. Again, it'll have a restaurant. It'll have some of the things that we've talked about. But it's like all the malls in the area. They're offering this mixed use because they just can't survive on retail, that they need something else. They need something to draw in people. Obviously, a movie theater will. This is a new theater chain to the area, so it's not a Marcus or not an AMC. So it'll be interesting to see. But, obviously the one that was there a couple years ago really didn't make it. So, kind of why would this one make it? Well, things have changed there, but we'll have to see how it goes. There's really a lot of changes at Mayfair. A lot of changes there that's so far and it's gone so well.
Okay, topic 2. We are 43 days away from Thanksgiving.
How many hours?
Like 43 days, 8 hours.
Depends on when you eat, right?
Yeah, that's true. It depends on the time you eat. Kohl's closing again on Thanksgiving. What are the other big retailers doing? This used to be a shopping holiday, and that has changed since the pandemic.
It has changed dramatically because remember back to the days, 3-4 years ago, everyone was open on Thanksgiving. They'd open throughout the day. They'd open at 3 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Now, obviously, Kohl's is closing. I would expect Walmart and Target will also close on Thanksgiving. They've all kind of moved towards Friday. It's interesting. People have just kind of made that holiday now a holiday where you stay home with your family. And that's maybe it's something we learned in the pandemic. I know a lot of people weren't happy about the people that had to work on Thanksgiving and kind of that how it played out. So it's amazing how it's gone 180 degrees and now they're all closing on Thanksgiving to kind of, but it's an important time for those retailers. They have to make those, kind of that sales over those, really over those weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas, huge time for them. But they've learned that, you got to be home on that day to either watch football and eat, right? Yeah. That's what we all do on that day.
That's what I look forward to.
That's so true. I know people used to make that a tradition, though, the shopping after Thanksgiving dinner. So definitely a change. Okay, let's talk about Mayfair Collection, Wauwatosa. So there's a project that could add 1,000 apartments. That area is just happening. Do you think there is a demand, though, for 1,000 more units in the Wauwatosa
that one's going to be
area?
Really amazing to watch. Think about those days back when it was warehouse. Remember when it was the Kohl's warehouse and the Brownies warehouses were there? Now it's a huge shopping center, obviously with the stores that have done very well. They've added restaurants and now they're adding a lot more apartments. It's kind of what I've talked about earlier in this newscast about live, work, and play. You want to create your own customers right there so that if you live there, you'll walk there, you'll shop in the stores, you'll eat in the restaurants, you'll really it becomes all in one. So I think that's what you're seeing there. Things do well in Wauwatosa. I don't know why, because all those apartments are being built. People want to live there. I think we're almost at a point now where we're seeing maybe an overabundance of apartments. And I think what's going to happen is that ones that are existing that are older are going to either have to up their game and they're going to have to invest in them, or they're going to start to really not work because everyone's going to want to live in a new place. So I think we're getting there. It'll be interesting to see when you add all those units in one area. I just find it hard to believe who's going to live there.
We'll see. If they build them, maybe people will come. Mark Kass, thank you for your insight.
There you go.
Always great to have you with us.
Bye, Mark.
Always good to see you guys. Have a great week.
For more of today's top business stories, you can always head to bizjournals.com/Milwaukee.
We do live interviews every day on TMJ4 News at 4. Come back tomorrow. That is when we do the Kenosha of the Week.